Hello and welcome. If you're watching this video, then we probably had a chat on Instagram where I presented you with an offer that's hard to resist. I know. Yes, the AI appointment system works. Yes, I can set it up for free and I will pay for the whole thing myself. This is not a joke. Now, since you are watching this, I want to make it as valuable and as fast as possible because I know that you're a busy guy or girl, and let's get going with it. So a very short intro from my side so you know who you're speaking to. My name is Arcady, weird one I know, definitely not what you're used to. I've been a coach for 4+ years before starting an AA agency with my now wife, Monica Lehman. We took that business to 10K a month in profit, and during that time, we never ran a single ad. The reason we closed it down is a very different story for a very different day, but know that it wasn't because the business was going bad, it was actually for personal reasons. Instead, we honed appointment setting systems, content creation, and sales. This is her now profile. And as you may see, it looks quite similar to a lot of you guys that I'm speaking to. During the same time, I realized that the main thing holding most coaching businesses back, including our own, is the amount of leads we convert. It's not as simple as you might think though, because we had 30K followers more or less at that time, but no sales. And I know that a lot of you guys can relate. We have had good engagement on our content, but no sales. We had people writing to us and complimenting on how good we're doing with our content, but still no sales. We had optimized bio with links and shit, but no sales. As crazy as that sounds. Rare sales calls that didn't come, or that did come, didn't convert nearly as well as we needed. So it was terrible. So something had to change about how we convert the leads that we get, because if you're anywhere above 20,000 followers, you know you don't have a lead problem anymore. Like, you seriously don't. At this point, you have leads that come in your way. You have inbound leads, which are the best leads. You have organic leads as well, which are the best leads. You don't have to run ads. You just need to continue creating good content you already do, get more followers, get more engagement, right? You're getting the most warm leads in the market there is, the warmest possible. You can't get this quality from ads. What you do have now is a system problem. You're either sitting in DMs yourself and wasting opportunities because, well, you can't humanly answer everyone that are probably writing you. Or you don't have enough people writing you because you don't have systems to actually incentivize people to write you. Or you're tired of hiring, training, and then firing your appointment setters because they, well, quite simply, they can't speak like you, they aren't there most of the times, they don't understand your business as well as you do. Simple, right? The solution, hence, is AI. Unlike humans, AI actually doesn't need bathroom breaks. It doesn't need salary, it doesn't need approval or special approach. We don't have to speak to it in a specific way not to offend its feelings. All it needs is instructions. It's quite simple, and that's where most people fail, because you have a ManyChat automation where you have like a long message that nobody wants to respond to because it doesn't even look human to start with. It was written by ChatGPT and it runs by ChatGPT. And all your AI needs is proper instructions that are personalized and optimized to you. And no, AI can speak like you, and I can prove that. AI can send messages with a delay to mimic typing and editing messages. AI can speak to 10 plus people at the same time. AI can book calls and even sell in DMs. And AI can qualify and disqualify people in DMs, so you don't have to waste time on talking to tire kickers, because that's the weird thing. Don't trust me though, let's look at some of the clients that we worked with so far. So a little bit of bragging, like Primal Primate here, Joe Rifando, right? Who is helping people with kettlebells, health and wellness. Or FitFlow Live, who is Jasper, who is helping people with natural health and fitness, right? A system that we installed for him booked 12 calls in 24 hours from the system start. And that is a good result. I'd say it's not super unique. All the systems book calls, right? For some more, some less, but that really depends on fluctuations in the follower and engagement counts, right? We also have Eli Wildy here, the guy who, for example, coached Jeremy Miner on public speaking, so quite big guy in his own space of sales and business coaching. A multi-level system for him that sells, promotes, and book calls depending on qualification of the lead. So depending on how qualified the lead is, the system goes in 3 different directions. Andy Lagoon is here, that is a Christian dad fitness coach, so he helps Christian dad build strength, discipline, and legacy. Great guy, great friend, same system, books calls. I'll show you his pipeline in a moment as well. Or Fitness Uncle, who is a very cool dude and helps people, that's included, to become the best versions of themselves. He has a very inspirational story. Then before we started working together, he had no leads in DMs. Now his DMs are overflowing, and the best part is he doesn't even need to be there for them. Right? So those are the 3 clients we've worked with so far. And the system that stands behind it is quite simple. That's why you are watching this video. This is how it looks like as an overview, and that's how an average pipeline looks like when leads go through the system, right? So actually have it open right here. So that's an actual pipeline. As you may see, disqualified in conversations, like there are more parts to the pipeline, of course, but the most important ones that I would actually look on are disqualified in conversation and closing calls booked. So as you may see, it's 47 people this month that booked a call, and it's 79 people that could have booked a call but haven't, because AI disqualified them, because they were not qualified based on the qualification criteria like age, location, and occupation, for example. Those are great qualifiers, but it all really comes down to you. By the way, it's 46 because I can see my name. I'm always testing those systems, making sure they improve them. Recently, Go High Level, for example, broke down, all the automations went to the trash, and the follow-up engines burned. Hence, I had to develop system V2, pretty much, that is better, talks even more like human, follows up in a perfect manner, and books even more calls and disqualifies even more people, right? So it's even more accurate. And so 46 calls, 79 disqualified people that didn't meet qualification criteria like age, location, occupation, and so many more things that you can include based on your ideal client criteria, right? 79, 47. He could have had twice more calls booked, but he didn't, because those people would never close. And we definitely want as many people as possible that will close on our calendar, and we want as little as possible of people that have the lowest opportunity of closing in our calendar. So the system itself, it's quite complicated, not gonna lie here. It wasn't easy to build. It has 2 specific and customized follow-up engines that follows up in a very personalized and nonchalant manner, putting you even more as an authority. It has the main conversation bot that qualifies and disqualifies people, and it has a smaller conversation bot that qualifies and disqualifies people. On the outside, it may seem complicated as well, but the beauty there is that is trained on thousands of data points. So this is a small prompt, but within those custom values, there is a ton of code with data about your business, about you, about your style of communication, and the way you want to lead the conversation forward, the questions you want to ask, etc., etc. Then it confirms that the call is booked. It double checks if the call is booked, and then once it's booked, you're getting a notification. It's in your pipeline, and it automatically moves people in the pipeline as well, so you don't have to manually move them every single time somebody responds. That's how the system looks like. That's like a short overview. It's completely custom built to you, so this system will look slightly different for you, given that we move forward together. And the pipeline will also look different, but this pipeline always is full, as well as this one, and there are people going through these stages at all times. Aside from the actual system, you're also getting a Go High Level account if you don't have one yet, or we will just work on your Go High Level account. You will just add me as an admin. I'll put everything in place, and let's move forward on how everything looks like. So the simple truth is, AI system alone isn't enough for most coaches out there. AI appointment setter is a part of a bigger solution in the end. Aside from that, you also need a funnel, if you don't have one, a funnel that will position you as an authority, that will pre-sell plus pre-warm up your leads, so when they do get on the call, they know who they're talking to and they want to work with you. Because if you don't have that, every sales call you're taking is pretty much it's a yes or no game. You don't really know, it's a 50-50. They don't know you, you don't know them. With the proper funnel in place, them jumping on the call is a 90% confirmation that they're ready to work with you. Because now, well, don't get me wrong though, you still need to put in the sales effort. But it's way easier to close warm leads than it is to close cold leads, even though they followed you and they see that you're an authority on Instagram, right? Because leads are getting smarter, unfortunately. Right? So a sales system that will allow you to close more of the qualified leads. And the good thing is you're getting all of that at no extra cost, given that we're working together. So let me show you very quick what you're going to get. I know that it's not the most exciting part, but you might want to know. AI appointment setter built for your niche, so personalized to your offer, audience, and voice. No bots, no cringe. This you already know. AI follow-up engine, so SMS, email, DM. Nurture cold leads, revive old ones, and keep hot leads hot, all on autopilot, so that when they do get on the call with you, they are the hottest leads possible. Smart lead qualification, so conversations pre-qualify leads before the call, and if they are a tire kicker and there are obvious signals that they are, the system won't book a call with you. Calendar optimization system that we will put in place, which is AI books only during your best conversion windows. That's easily customizable, but also proper qualifying questions in the calendar that work for others in your niche, so that we actually double qualify those leads on being the warm ones. Performance-based guarantee, we don't guess, we deliver. If we don't hit the targets, we fix it at no extra cost, and as I said before, there are no payment required to start with this anyway, so it is a performance-based thing. 48-hour done for you setup, we will put all the systems in place in 48 hours. I know, sounds crazy, but you keep coaching, we'll build the engine, and it will only take 48 hours from the moment we get access to all the assets needed. Maintenance plus growth support. Of course, we're not here for the quick win, we're here to scale with you. I'm not looking to have the most clients in the world. I'm having to have a good amount of clients that I can work with for years on and delivering them great results. Plus, we will give you the best sales practices for your niche. 5 bonus sales role plays to close more deals from the coming leads. And here you might ask, but Arkady, what makes you qualified to talk about sales? Well, let me tell you something. With my wife, we had a coaching offer for women in menopause. Now, if you know what menopause is, it's women who are 40 years plus and who are dealing with a lot of systems, one of which includes weight loss, but also hot flashes and so on and so forth. I was the one in charge of marketing and sales. She was the one in charge of delivery. My closing rate by the end of it was 53% on a $3,000 high ticket coaching offer. And we didn't have one-on-one calls included. It was group coaching, it was program, it was community, many different things like meal plans and all that kind of good stuff. But my closing rate on that one was 53% on average, which means that out of 10 people, or 10 women rather, I would close 5 of them most months. So I do love sales. I enjoy sales. I research sales all the time. I will always improve my sales skills as well. And I would love to share that with you to help you close more people that come your way. So here's my offer. I work on a result-based model, which means that the sign up, get your account started, and put the systems in place won't require anything from you but to get started. When you make money, I make money. And if you don't, I don't. It's quite simple. And I do it because I know it works, and it proved working multiple times before. Here's the thing. I only work with certain type of coaches, and as long as you can hit those points, there's a chance we can work together. Number one, you're a coach in a tangible niche. You aren't in a spiritual, tarot cards, mumbo jumbo, helping people to achieve a life of peace and understanding kind of thing. I don't work well with those people. You, if you're my type of guy or girl, don't work well with those people. And if that's your offer, don't book a call. We won't be able to work together. I can 100% guarantee. The system probably will work for you, but I just don't want to work with people like that. And yes, if we're anyhow similar, you probably don't either. You get 15K plus followers. The system works best for inbound. Hence, the more leads you get coming your way, the more you'll convert, and the faster we'll get amazing results. 3, you are down to follow the systems and processes that we put in place and that prove to work with for someone in your exact niche. The last thing I want is to waste months on trying things out, testing new methods when I know that old ones work. I'd much rather put stuff that works in your business right away, make a ton of cash, and be happy. If you got all 3, then welcome. I'm certain we can help you. As mentioned before, no payment required. The next steps are to book a call and make sure that we're 100% good to go, answer any questions you might have, etc. You got a button in the top right corner. Smash it, find a time that works, and let's get you going. If you have any more questions before booking the call, feel free to ask me in DMs. I'll get back to you as soon as possible, as always. Once again, my name is Arkady. It was a pleasure chatting with you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was valuable. I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.